The schmoes of the world are bad places to buy animals. Please don't do that. Yeah.
Let's see what I can do with this sword.
I was just trying to give, like, the worst example of, like, the saddest fish in the world. They're probably still getting more fucked than I am. Because infinite babies. Oh my god, did they get sucked into the filters? Oh, no. Why do I find that a little funny? Is that gross? It's like depressed. Oh my god. Well, Slaith, so here's the thing. Honest truth. I do have one spider. I have a tarantula. She's actually behind me. From one of those schmoey stores. And outside of this experience, and I don't even encourage anyone to do it, I did. I had a moment of weakness. That's so loud. Sorry. I went to Pet Schmo because it was like an emergency. We were getting a dog thing. It was right after we got the poodles. We didn't really have a dog store. Now I just order everything online from Chewy because they're great and I can get my organic Canadian food from them, and I'm a hipster, don't judge me. But we went to Pet Schmo for some reason and they had a pinkfoot tarantula, which is, you know, one of the most common tarantulas in the trade. They're everywhere. But it looked dead. I mean, they literally put it in a glass, like, hamster cage full of sawdust with nothing to climb on, no water bowl, no nothing. And it was just, like, curled up in the sawdust on one side. And I was like, can I open this to see if it's alive? And they're like, well, are you interested in purchasing? I'm like, if it's alive. And it was alive. And they gave it to me for, like, $10. They were like, well, we think it's pretty old. It's going to pass soon. If you would like to adopt it, we'll give it to you at a discount. I got it for like $10 when it was like 60 or something. Don't do that because it just feeds into the monster. I was in a moment of weakness and I was crying because I'm a weak human. Don't do what I did. However, I do have a really epically cool tarantula behind me that I managed to save by literally bathing it in water. No shit, Slave. And see, that's the thing. Like, there are some... It all depends on who's working there and if they give a fuck, I think. Really. I don't think PetSmart encourages horrible behavior. I just don't think they watch for store. Like, my sister and I... Oh my god, this was years ago. Hold on, this is It's another one of those speed trials, but I have a sword, so I think I'm fine.
Surrounded.
Bitch. I hate those crystals and the stupid shield they give. They can S my A.
At least I'm picking up some coin.
Am I? I didn't see any coin, bitch. What you talking about? What are you on? Zagreus. Not today, crystal fuck. See how much better this is with a sword? Can you even do this with a bow, or do you just stand back and just give up on these levels? I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me. I think I'm just being a bitch. I hate the bow.
Who is going to clean all of this up?
Finally.
Thank you, Papa. Thank you for the follow, Donuts. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my stream. You don't. Well, you don't. Wait, kid. You don't technically, like, you don't have to kill him on these levels, though. So, like, it's okay if I just, like, sit in a corner and wait for the whole level of a game to be over. It's fine. You don't have to. Bow excuses. Just run around and cry. What's that? Oh my god, what's the cartoon where they just scream with their arms straight in the air and run? Is that every cartoon ever? I feel like there's a specific one that I'm imagining. It'll probably come to me. I've never actually seen Adventure Time, but similar. More human-looking characters. I'm thinking like the Doug era. Like it's like Rocko's Modern Life or something like that. Somewhere along those lines, because I'm old. And don't pretend you guys aren't either. Shut up. Ooh. Daddy treated me well. Except that he gave me a door with a key. Thank you. Hell yeah. Slaith, when you get back, remind me to tell you about my figure 8 puffers. and my exploration in cleaning that tank. That was a fun time. Did you guys know that pufferfish have a tooth and they bite?
Affectionately.
Can't do that.
Die, you dumb slut. That's what I thought. Adel baboon, wait, that might be a rash. Have you like talked to a medical professional about the shade of bee? A lesbian woman is trying to run on a platform to get rid of all pronouns? That doesn't make any sense in my brain in any way, shape, or form, Katie Cat. I can understand why people would be very upset. That seems odd.
Let's go, Doomstone.
Amber, it's the gun and the bow. It's kind of a toss-up between those two for me. But what's really fucking annoying is some of my best runs I've ever had are with the goddamn gun. I think my best run ever is with the gun. I just get so fucking bored because half the time I'm just waiting for people to die around my special. But look,
One less giant evil crystal then.
The sword is just so lovely and fast.
Ooh.
Damned lost souls with nowhere left to turn congregate in deepest Tartarus.
Just a case of them hammies. Wow.
Into odious forms which
Those are epic
defy
hemorrhoids. You might want to
description.
put that on Reddit. Might get famous. Wet unky on your bow on Y, and then you sit in a corner and spam Y. I feel like it'd have to be pretty high, though, to keep things with armor away from you. Honestly, the Y is the best part about the bow. It's your X ability. It's just, I hate the charge ability.
They basically turn into big crystals.
I don't like a weapon that's, like, the only way to use it is to charge it. Like, no matter what, you gotta hold your finger down for at least, like, a couple milliseconds, I think, to get anything out of the bow. Even the most short-range, sad little, like, toot. But most of it, like, to get it to go out decently, I think it's like a 5-second hold, which no other enemy is doing that ever. Like, they all just get to butt rush me. I'm gonna give him a use.
Lord Dionysus, it's been great getting to know you, so please accept this humble offering.
The special is sick. Oh yeah, I got the special with Wet Daddy on it. Add like the 6 new arrows to it. Oh my god, and there was one other aspect of it I got on it. It was just disgusting. I think the arrows bounced or something. Fuck, dude. I've gotten a few good rolls with the bow, but it's like you have to get a good setup, otherwise you're just struggle bus. She says pronouns hurt LGBTQ plus people because they're marginalized. Okay, but how do you get to choose how the LGBTQ people feel about their pronouns? How does one person decide that? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not asking you, Katie Cat, obviously. But I know a lot of wonderful people who have changed their pronoun or decided on a different one versus what they were given at birth. And I don't think that them having the ability to choose their pronoun made them feel marginalized. Correct me if I'm wrong, wonderful trans community or otherwise. Please. I mean, I don't want to speak out my ass. But, like, man, I don't know. It's, like, really far-reaching. Vaughn, how are you, love? Are we? Oh, should we cheers?
And just so happens,
I need a
got
packable.
something here I have been meaning to give you.
He's gonna give me the dick. Ooh, I gotta grind up weed. What should I grind up? We ground up. The last one I did was the one in the bag, the Malik's. Oh, Russian cream. Let's do. Ooh, is there any in this? Hold on. Yeah, I want to use this up because I've already opened it. This is the Colorado cream soda, the one that I thought was either a dick or a chicken, but it's a bottle of beer. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to speak out my ass. I know a lot of wonderful, wonderful trans people though, and like part of them healing from being, you know, misgendered as a child and having the right to say no, I would like to go by her. And that's the right they have. I feel like that would be more liberating than marginalizing. You know? For example, what is a pronoun? I mean, that's the thing, like, they is one of the most wonderfully fluid ways of a pronoun usage. God, there was a TikTok we watched on my channel like a month ago. It was so fucking good. It was like this person, you know those TikToks where one person pretends to be two people because they're super clever and split screens don't exist anymore apparently. And it's one person having a conversation with themselves, and one person is like, I don't think that people should be able to change their pronouns because it's kind of stupid or some dumb opinion. But the way they say it, they say they a bunch of times. It's amazing. They're so much more clever than I am. But they basically prove the other person's point without the other person ever speaking. It's incredible. Excellent. Make sure to send me your address, and if I ever have a baby, I will leave it on your fucking doorstep. You got this. Thank you for subbing to Class, keeping class alive, giving it swings lover. How are you? I'm just grinding up weed. Sorry. We just get to stare at the thighs, though. So who's going to complain, really? Who's going to complain? If I have no confirmed gender, you are all they. 100%. Yeah. And if I misgender, I hope you all feel comfortable confronting me about it, because I in no way will ever be offended to be corrected. If I hope that came out right. Is that the way you would say it? It does not offend me for someone to be like, hey, Katie, I know you use dude as like a gender neutral thing, but I got to choose my own pronoun and it's a her and I just got it and I really embrace it. Can you call me not dude? I'd be like, fucking right, I will never call you dude again. Respect where respect is deserved, my dudes. I ain't here to make anyone's day bad. I don't think any of us are, to be honest. Farva, honestly, the most annoying people are the ones like, man, it's hard to word. It's like, I feel like there's a lot of people that get all up in arms and they make a big stank about something they have no stake in, no grounds on, are not involved in, have no touching base. It's not like, they have, I don't know how to word it. My brain's not working too well on the word front today. I guess it's almost like virtue signaling, but it's instead of doing it for clout, it's doing it because they have nothing better to do. You know what I mean? Like, they're getting up in shit they have no business getting up in, and they're probably going to ruin it because of that. Kind of no investment at all. Like, I can't even think of a current example right now. It's hard. But you know what I mean? It's like you're not helping the movement. You're cheapening it, almost. If you don't have skin in the game, you don't get to decide what the stakes are.
Motherfucking barbarian boom! Mic drop. I'd drop it if I could. It's been dropped. Drop it. Trash.
A fucking men. A fucking men. That's why I'm always open to being corrected. Like, I always invite anyone. If I'm not talking about something that directly is affecting me, my pussy, my gender identity, whatever you want to call it, then I would love someone to correct me. Like, I'm open to that. I don't want to talk out my ass. It ain't my game to talk out my ass. Unless, we're actually playing a game called Talk Out Your Ass, in which case I'm pretty decent at it. You mean like a bunch of old rich white men that for some reason get to decide policies that affect everyone else? Mm-hmm. Kind of like that. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Almost exact. Oh my god, that is so cute, Mickey. Stop it. I want to do that to a butt. Katie Cat, I mean, even amongst other parents, like all the people I know that are my age that have become parents, they've told me, because I've asked them this, I'm like, has anyone ever come up to you and given you parenting advice out of nowhere or like commented on your child? And all my friends that are my age, and this might be a generational thing, granted, they're like, there's an unspoken rule. It doesn't matter how shitty the other person's kid's being. As long as they're not attacking your kid, you can scowl, you can stare, you can do all your faces, but that's not your kid. which I respect, kind of. Unless, I mean, if your kid's attacking my kid, I'm probably going to go peel them apart, I meant. I'm assuming they're tiny and I can, like, pick them up by an arm. I'm tall. Virtue signaling is virtue signaling is the one where, like, people do charity just to tweet about it. Stuff like that. It's similar. But maybe not they're tweeting about it. Maybe they're not involved in social media. They're doing it just because they don't have a hobby and they want to seem like a good person.
Oh, but I have a black friend.
Like that kind of thing. Oh, first time ever. Oh, dude. And see, that's the thing. Like, I've never heard. I have a lot of friends who are wonderful transgender people. None of them have ever flipped out over misgendering. Ever. They'll stand up and correct it. Like, as I would. If someone called me a sir, I'd be like, that's ma'am, bitch. But, like, when does raising your voice and becoming absurd about anything make any situation better? About anything, let alone gendering or misgendering or your pronouns or whatnot. You know what I mean? Most people are so nice. They're like, actually, it's her. Oh, sick. I'm so sorry. And then you correct yourself. Apologize, correct yourself, move on. Become a better person, grow. They sound like maybe they were just angry in general. And it had nothing to do with their pronouns. That's true. My stepdad's very tall, so that's what he did to us as children. He's like, I want to say he's like 6'4". He's just tall and gangly, but he's always just been able to like, phew, phew, by an arm. And we would like, ah, and swing at each other, but that's how, I mean, we could just be floggled. So I imagine I would do the same. I don't know. Let me just find some connection to a black person so I don't get lumped in with racist. Nah, dude. That's a nah from me, bro. It's not how that works. Exactly. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Just in a different, setting or tone or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's, ugh. Same. Oh my God, Katie Cat. It's the same in the, what, oh my God. What's the other state doing it? There's another state that's like, we get to look at your little girl's genitals, but it's only girls. It's the same. I mean, it's how much, Ohio, thank you so much. I don't know why I keep forgetting it. Probably because I'm disgusted and I want to black it out. It's Ohio, did the exact same thing. If your child is over the age of 8, presents as female and wants to play a sport, the school has a right to require an internal and external genital examination. But only if they're girls. Can you attack the trans/female community anymore? I mean, how much more directly can you say, we fucking hate you? I don't know. I would, like, what's the stapler guy say? I'm going to burn it to the ground. I'm going to burn everything to the ground. I'm going to burn it to the ground. I would be stapler dude if someone did that to my kid. Lena levels up.
What up, bitch? We're just stalling so we can stare at beautiful thighs. Enjoy them with us. Welcome, Raiders.
Lena, how are you, love? We were just about to cheers. I just packed a beautiful bowl of weed. Lena, thank you very much for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it any swings with them Bezos bucks. Remember, Bezos makes $8 million a minute, and you and I make a dime, and that's why we use Prime subs on company time. That didn't rhyme at all, but I did my best on the fly, and you're welcome. Dude, those thighs, though. I mean, the other person we just saw was Artemis, who has equally luscious thighs. I think, Katie Cat, Texas is trying to do something equally. I mean, in Texas, I guess it's worse. Texas is trying to make it so if you're a parent and your child is transgender, then the parent can be arrested on felonious charges. I mean, which is just, I don't know what's worse. Is there worse? Just terrible. Texas GOP, exactly. When I say a state name, I'm gonna correct this every time and state this, but just so everyone knows, I mean the GOP. None of this is being voted on. If people in other countries are thinking, wow, the people living in Texas must be crazy, none of this is being voted on by the people in Texas. And that's real. And that's the scary part. It's just this GOP legislature people just sliding shit under a carpet because they can. And that's really fucking scary. I'm trying to news myself right now, subconsciously, and I apologize. Why are we attacking children? The world is ending. What the fuck? Hold on. Lena levels up with the resub. Rod gifted a sub to Mayo McNasty. Thank you for gifting a sub to Mayo, Rod, you silly fuck. I appreciate you. Black Beast just gifted 5 subs in the channel. Thank you very much for gifting 5 people the ability to use some of the coolest emotes on the internet, but also not to watch ads while you're in my channel, because that's amazing. Ads suck. Nobody wants to watch ads. I appreciate you. Beyond Boredom, Daniel Lannister, Crystal Cacti, Barfing Panda, and Johnny NR5. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my stream. Enjoy your emotes and refresh the channel so you don't have to, like, watch Vagisil ads or whatever the fuck decides to play on my channel when they happen. I mean, the art. So if you ever want to look up the artist who did the character art for this game, meaning, like, you know, the big pop-ups of the characters like this, her name is Jen Z, and I believe it's JENNZEE is how you spell, like, her username. Phenomenal artist. I mean, out of this fucking world, as you can tell. But she is responsible for the character art. Little Black Dress, that's pretty much if cishet or male, really. I mean, I don't know what kind of uterus-owning human being wants to live anywhere where you don't have rights to your body or the health of your body. And then I really get confused. What the fuck is woke? It's literally woke and, like, Karen. All of those words have just been commandeered by the crazies to be villainous words for anyone sane who speaks up their opinion. I firmly believe that at this point. Originally, a Karen was a dumb white hoe who licked produce during the COVID outbreak because she didn't believe in viruses or vaccines. But now it's like, if a person who just happens to be, like, a white woman states an opinion and they don't like it, get the fuck out. They're a Karen. I've noticed that a lot. It upsets me. Was Karen before that? When did it start, Amber? I really don't remember. That's kind of when I started really paying attention. Like, oh, wasn't it Kate plus 8? Wasn't John and Kate plus 8 like the original Karen? Correct me if I'm wrong. Was there one before? It's an umbrella term that literally means nothing now. Yeah. She had the haircut. I mean, it was like every kind of just mean woman in the world decided to get that haircut. It was weird. Like, this part of your hair was a bob, but in the back it was all this long, and you put, like, you know, Aquanet in it and pushed it so it spiked straight out, and you were literally a porcupine. Like, you injured